I need to sponsor first. Here we are, game number 2, Throw versus JC. Throw, representing EU in green. In the northern spawn, are going to be running Vermont, Schlieffen, Moscow, Minotaur, Marseille, Harugumo, Daring, Marceau, Ragnar. Meanwhile in red, JC representing China, we have Seville, Willem de Eerst, Moscow, Minotaur, Utrecht, Harugumo, Gearing, Cassard, and Smallland. Taking some builds. Ragnar, AFT, Superintendent. We've got Daring with standard build. We've got Marceau, RPF, AFT. We have Harugumo, leg mod, smoke, you know, that kind of stuff. Minotaur, radar. Moskva, Friedrich Grosse is going to be running top grade gunner, leg mod. We've got the Marseille for spotter plane. He's going to be running top grade gunner. Schlieffen, IFHE for secondary. No fire prevention, standard build for Schlieffen. We have a leg mod of Among Us. Meanwhile, for the red team, JC representing China, Gearing, leg mod, leg mod RPF. We have the Smallland, RPF Superintendent. We have the Cassard, RPF Dazzle. Minotaur is a radar Minotaur. During the improved consumable duration and cooldown, along with Superintendent, we have a Moskva here with top gunner leg. Reload mod. We got the Utrecht with airstrike. Wait, is that? Yeah, Moscow's running leg mod too, right? Willem de Eerst, airstrike mod slot 4, Severe, secondaries, and Harugumo. RPF, no AFT. Taking a look at the initial deployments. In green, Marceau going for the fast cap, Harugumo, Minotaur, smoke radar combination, truck looking to take control over this area. We have Among Us just hovering back here, just, you know, looking for pot shots at anything we can find here or here. We have Moskva on the radar island, along with Daring for the contest from this point. We have Schlieffen going to potentially go for a rundown, Ragnar going for the early contest, and then radar control over this kind of area. Marseille is going to be able to hold this flank or push should he choose it. Then for the red team, we have the Gearing laying down the early smoke. Minotaur's going to be hopping into that. We see a clash of the two radars around this region. You have Smallland going for the contest here. Again, he's going to control that. Moscow going for a very dangerous position over here. Cassard going for the deep spots in early cast. Then we have Harugumo plus Utrecht, and then Sibir and Willem de Eerst are going to be looking to play around the 9-10 line. Take control of this area. Let me just check the seeding. So, JC are Asia, not China. My apologies. They are the Asia number 3. Right, let's go watch the clash of the rails over there. Early torpedo connecting to the Harugumo. Home cap's both about to be taken. Slight advantage in favor of JC on that one. Smallland radar comes out. We just spot the Daring. Farming has begun between Moscow's at war. Yeah, this Moscow position is so dangerous, by the way. There's the potential the Ragnar can come back here and just start farming on it. You got the Schlieffen who can turn back and get farming on it. But in the meantime, this does deny any sort of pushing around this area from the Moscow. Moscow will put him on his radar right now. Wilhelm II is going to be airstriking Daring position too. That's a long range for the airstrikes. I didn't realize you could reach that far. Yeah, Daring takes a little chunk from the airstrike there. Smolensk going to be taking some chunks from the Moscow and Marceau though. Big chunks actually. As he's locked in the Daring's hydro. Yeah, Vermunger's going to start pounding away at the front of that Moscow there. And get a good salvo there. Moscow down to half HP. See a smoke screen being laid down this 910 line here for the Haragumo. A new track to push up. As Throw take the A cap, but the Cassard for JC is currently contesting C. Ragnar radar comes out, he will be able to get the resets on him. Yeah, that'll Schlieffen will. In theory. If Munga salvo comes in. Vermont's splash damage gets the reset, but not actually getting too much damage on the Cassard. A tiny bit of damage from the Moskva. Did get the resets though. B being contested by Throw's Daring. Smolensk radar comes in, spots that out. He should be able to get those resets. But he is going to be able to take that cap. Now the onus is on Throw to make some sort of pressure like they've opened up from A and make that into a conversion. As we see, both of Moscow and Smolensk are quite low at B. Moscow's reversed off his rock. Smolensk taking another bit of a battering here as the Marceau of Wargame Please Both Enterprise gets on him. For now, JC own both home caps. Marseille and Schlieffen not able to stall it out for very long because there was a double battleship push on that flank, which means that this this Haragumo Minotaur need to make some plays down here, but they are pushing into an opposing gearing Minotaur. And there's potential for a catch here. Utrecht airstrikes towards the Schlieffen. He's going to start farming him down. Big chunk on the Ragnar there from, I guess that was a Wilhelm II salvo. Oh, it could have been Seabird. Oh, I'm going to check. That was the Seabird and the Wilhelm. Alright, Daring recontesting B. Moscow radar is up, spots both him and the Marceau, but Throw should be able to take this cap and neutralize the point income. Haragumo does get caught in that Minotaur radar, as we mentioned. Gearing, DPM, gone to his face. I mean, it's not a comfortable position to be in. The Gearing's going to be doing most of this damage right now. There's another 13 seconds left of that radar too. In return, the Minotaur of Throw is going to get involved. And they're going to get a ton of damage down on the Gearing. And the Gearing is still lit because he's bloomed. And his radar as well. Gearing taking a huge chunk of damage down the 910 line. Still some residual shells coming in towards him as well. He's going to lose a little bit more health here. That's a good trade for Throw. And they do still have the radar advantage, so sorry, the smoke advantage. They can pop down a new smoke. Actually, no, the Haragumo was supposed to smoke, so never mind. Smolensk has pushed up during all of this and is also caught deep within the Minotaur's radar. And he's losing a lot of health for free, but he's going for the contest. Back on the 910 line, we see the Schlieffen's getting an airstrike to hell. Potential for a Marceau YOLO on the Moskva. Are we committing? We might be committing. We might be about to see a rush. Marceau still unspotted. Moskva lights himself. Is there a punish waiting afterwards? No, there's no punish. We have the Willem and Cassard who can sort of punish afterwards, but this should be a dead Moskva. Here comes the YOLO. One set, two sets. Moskva goes down, and the Marceau is still lit. No DCP available. We popped that early. But no huge punish coming in, so that's a nice little kill. Meanwhile, Minotaur is currently proxy spotted through the island by this Smarland. So he's got the opposing Minotaur raining down on his bow. In return, the Haragumo's getting a little bit of DPM down, but he's not in the smoke. So he's getting suppressed. But that kill does put the point advantage in favor of throw briefly. But if this Minotaur goes down, which is definitely a potential, this could end badly for them. Back over in the 9-10 area. Schlieffen has pushed forwards. I'll show you what he's looking to find here. Got some damage down on the Utrecht, but he has a wall of torpedoes to navigate right now from the Haragumo. As Throw are now going to reblock their home cap, since they've exerted some pressure in this region after the Cassard and Willem have had to rotate back to deal with the dead Moskva. Some torpedoes towards this Cassard from Marceau could be dangerous. Actually, one on the bow there. Well, again, please, Enterprise being the MVP of this game so far, as the Smarland, well, the Smarland now has a bit of a daring issue. Throw lose their Schlieffen, apparently took some torpedoes there, and was finished off by the Utrecht. But the Smarland should be going down here. No, Smarland survives on very low HP, but he is alive. Minotaur radar no longer available, Hydra no longer available. Throw still in the lead now that they have 3 caps though. Two minutes left on the clock. Throw in a very comfortable position right now. All they need to do is hold A and B. They don't need to contest anything in the C caps. Their Marseille does have a mild issue of a Haragumo running at his face though. So we're about to see YOLO number 2 of the day. As the Haragumo decides that discretion is the better part of valor and backs off. More of a no-low, that one. Well, here comes the Sibir as well. Marseille salvos into the Sibir. Haragumo go for the recommit. Can Marseille ram this? Marseille might be able to ram this. I think he's dead zoning those torps as well. No, he gets the torps off. Takes a lot of damage for it though. Ragnar should be able to finish this. No rush, no life. Yeah, well, you had a rush and no life now. Alright, so 1-for-1 trade, but that isn't going to allow JC to recontest this. As the Smarland torps out the Minotaur as well. Moscow radar comes out, spots the Willem de Erst in front of the Marceau. But also catches the Cassard, who is very low on HP. This is a Dazzle Cassard, remember, so it's going to be difficult to land those shells with that extra dispersion against them. One minute 12 left on the clock. A 2-second advantage currently in favour of throw. Willem de Earth now caught between a rock and a hard place. As Daring going to be smoking up and starting to farm him a little bit, but we see that the Marceau is ready and waiting, and the Willem de Earth has his guns turned for him, so we're about to see the Marceau leaves. Can the Willem de Earth unbeach here? I don't think he can actually make it on the cap yet. All that Willem de Earth needs to do is block for 2 seconds. Actually, no, it's too late. It's already done. It's already done. They've already blocked. The Minotaur's blocking A. JC now in the lead. Marceau dumps his torps towards the Willem. Throw have 23 seconds to make something happen. They need to kill that Willem de Earth right now. He gets a ton of torps down into him, and they get the kill on the Willem. Throw back in the lead, 999 points. And Throw pick up game number 2 with an MVP performance by Whale Gaming Please Broth Enterprise. Some solid Marceau YOLOing in that game. I need to quickly change something in my NVIDIA broadcast. Apparently my background's wrong. Let me just quickly change something. Sources. NVIDIA broadcast. Video. Virtual background. Remove. There we go. Also, I need to let me go configure my focus, because autofocus is terrible. There we go. I'm more in focus now. Alright, there we go. But yes, this is a best of 5, so we will be having another game. At least. Map number 3 will be Sleeping Giant. Let me go quickly check some things with my streamer bot. See what's not activating. Partially connected, speaker bot's not running, streamer bot is running. Not sure why that didn't fire. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Right, while we've got a little bit of time, as we're waiting for the next game, let's discuss how the teams both got to this point in the tournament. So, let's have a look. Info, website, sources, tournament, interact. Matches. Alright, let's have a look. So, no, stages, sorry. Looking at Throw and JC. Looks like neither of them in this group, so we're both in Swiss Stage B rounds. Okay. JC 2-0 over NTT. I guess I missed Throw in the other group there. Yeah. Alright, well, JC 2-0 of NTT. They then went 2-0 over Bonks. And then went 2-0 over RNG. So they went 3-0 in the Swiss stage. Throw definitely did not go 3-0 in this Swiss stage. Throw lost 2-0 against YYUT. They then were up against AI, who they took a forfeit over. They then had a 2-1 loss against Oh Boy, putting them 2-1. They then went 2-1 over HRA, and then they went to another game 3, 2-1 against Hot Dog. So Throw were on the last legs several times in this tournament, with a lucky forfeit win and, well, some other things there. Oh, let's have a look at the bracket. Rain vs TVA will be happening later. Resin 2-1 up against YYUT. Oh Boy 2-1 up against Moyai. 3-way and Rain both 3-0ing. JC vs Throw is what we're watching now. CL 1-0 up against QTD. TSYMQ 1-0 up against Ortus. RS 1-0 up against TVAT. And this is single elimination format. So, yeah. Looking forward to Rain vs TVA later on. What's the drop for today? Mystery drop today. You can potentially get a Marceau. Cool. It's a very low chance of a Marceau, but it's definitely possible. Right, players are getting readied up. Let's throw you on at the map review. We should be ready to go as we get into the game. Yeah, Sleeping Giant and map intro.
A colossal battle between opposing fleets will soon unfold here amongst the waters of the East China Sea. The residents of these islands will shortly bear witness to the thunder and flash of combat, and only one team will sail away victorious. This is Sleeping Giant. Sleeping Giant is a 48 by 48 kilometer domination style map with 4 cap points running from west to east. The A cap is on the left, B is in the center, C and D are on the right. In this iteration, both teams' spawns have moved from a central position to a north and southwestern spawn position, offering a wealth of new strategies for teams to execute. Cap A on the left is fraught with danger. Shifted from its previous position inside the Thunderdome to being centered on the tip of the island on the 1-2 line. A daring destroyer player can hug the island to take the cap quickly, but will face a treacherous journey to escape afterwards. In the center, capture Area B is just as perilous. Completely open with plenty of spaces for radar cruisers to hide nearby without being spotted, it's commonly left uncaptured until the mid and late game. Caps C and D on the right provide an intriguing choice to teams. Pick up just their home cap, deploying radar and kiting ships to protect it, or risk it all on a push down the 9-10 line to gain control over both caps and the potential win. Sleeping Giant has a long history in KotS since its return in KotS 13. Many tightly contested and challenging matches have been fought on this map, which begs the question, who will be the victor this time? 18 ships, 2 teams, 1 victor. It's time to play Sleeping Giant.
We haven't actually dropped yet. We're almost ready. Looks like some more results have came through. TVAT versus RS will be... oh, hang on. It's already happening. Oh, you don't have any more results. Never mind. Ignore me. I'm silly. Anyway, we are due to start in 1 minute. GSC have declared ready. Throw declared ready a while ago. Right, here we go. Game number 3 of this best of 5. Even though we missed game 1 because I'm, you know, overslept. We're on the right scene. We're not. Spawn's reversed. Let's go. So here we are in Sleeping Giant. Throw in green in the northern spawn. Going to be running Montana, Conqueror, Moscow, Minotaur, Sphere, Harugamo, Summers, Daring. Meanwhile in red. JC representing Asia as their number 3 seed. Vermont, Lauria, San Martin, Moscow, Minotaur, Marseille, Delny, Marceau, Yuyang. Tournament life on the line for JC. Against the EU number 8 seed Throw. Is it really the number 8 seed?
Action stations.
They are, yeah. Throw's number 8 seed for EU. Alright, let's have a look at some builds. Starting in first, as always with the green team. We have the Summers. Sorry, that's... Okay, I was looking at the Summers and I had the Harrigan's build up. Anyway, start with Minotaur. Minotaur, radar. Cooldown, duration, and cooldown. Cooldown, duration, and cooldown, yes. Conqueror here. No funny business with Furious or anything like that. Montana with a... Montana? It's a Montana. I don't know what Throw's obsession with Montanas is, but hey. Moscow, leg mod, top grade gunner. Harugamo, AFT, RPF. Minotaur, radar, RPF. We got the Daring here. Next up, the Summers that we try to look at is RPF, Superintendent. We got the Sphere, outnumbered, Superintendent. Red team builds quickly. San Martin, outnumbered RPF. Vermungus. Stuff. Moskva, leg mod, consumable duration in slot 5 rather than concealment. Got the Lauria. Got the Marseille here, top grade. We got the Minotaur here. Yuyang will be a radar Yuyang, of all things. Swift and Silence RPF, no leg mod or anything like that though. Marceau, Fearless and RPF, no AFT. Got the Delny, Fearless, Superintendent, no AFT, RPF. Double conceal. Alright, let's take a look at initial deployments then. Green team. So we have the Harugumo and is it Haru Minotaur? Haru Minotaur going for the control over this. We've got Moscow man in the radar position, Daring with a contest eventually from there. This Minotaur got very close early. He was looking for a fight against something. We have Montana up here. Sphere, radar, catching that Marceau already. Someone's going for the contest. San Martin solo, Vermont in support, Moskva, and then a huge push of everything else over on this side. As we see, the Marceau went very deep for the early denial spot. So 9-10 line looking to be heavily in favor of JC. It's all going to be a question of how quickly can they rotate off that and get towards B, and can Throw take B in the meantime. Because Yuyang pops his radar right now, spots the Summers. Oh, Summers might take a lot of damage here. Caught him against that rock. He's in a 15 seconds of radar from that Yu Yang. Delny opens up, Marceau opens up, Yu Yang opens up, salvos from the battleship behind, the Marseille opens up, L'Oreal opens up. And the Summers manages to beach on the island on his way out, taking a lot of damage, is denying the cap briefly. Radar goes down, he is still denying the cap. Took a lot of damage for that. Follow-up radar comes in from the Minotaur. Return damage going down on the Yu Yang. Daring went into B, got radar out. Daring smoked up, he's getting some salvos into this Yu Yang as well. Yu Yang's took a lot of damage for this. But they have denied C. And Throw don't have any caps right now. So JC have been taking away on points. Throw now going for the recontest in B. Moscow radar is ready. Moscow radar comes out. Minotaur and Summers getting smoked up as this push continues. I'm also very deep on them. Can't get a line towards that Moscow position to deny the resets basically. Should be able to take this cap as the torpedoes don't connect. Doom takes a tiny bit of exit damage, but he gets the cap for it. So that's going to neutralize the point income for now, as we still see heavy contesting going towards the C cap from this Yu Yang. Minotaur's radar is not ready. It is ready in 3 seconds though. I assume he will immediately activate that and get the resets on the Yu Yang. Radar's ready. Here it comes. And this Yu Yang is going to suffer. Who else has shots? We have the Montana salvo potentially, Sphere salvos, the Daring and Moscow getting involved. Yu Yang gets out, still residual shells. Down to 4k HP. But Minotaur is now going to take his place, and they should be able to take that cap eventually. As you see, the Delny and Haragumo are still pressuring the Summers and Minotaur out. You have the Marseille there as well. Marseille going to take a bit of pressure from the Minotaur for now, but nothing really worth caring about. As you see, Throw are now going to get into A cap and finally be able to contest that. San Martin not in position to deny it, especially when you have the Minotaur anchoring that too. You have Moskva, who's going to be... Is he rotating over? No, he's not. He's still staying facing B. Bit of damage on Delny, who got himself spotted next to cap, and the Minotaur is not able to enter C yet. So JC have not managed to enter C. They do still have a 70-point lead. They need to get in there before that time erupts, otherwise they're going to have to make some sort of play at A and B. Sphere throwing out some airstrikes just to see if we can find some AA tracers to figure out positioning. Everyone has their A off. San Martin radar is up, spotting the Haragumo Minotaur. Minotaur counter radars. Time to contest is running low for JC, as the Moskva of Friedrich the Grosse has left his island and gone to a very aggressive position. Marceau gonna be on his bow. Why has this Moskva left his island? This might just be a dead Moskva. Like, he's left his island for no apparent reason. Pops his radar. And he's getting hammered. Why have you left the island? Moskva goes down. Practically for free. That's going to give JC more time to get into sea. As the Conqueror has advanced forward looking for the San Martin, and is about to take some San Martin torpedoes for his efforts. Three torpedoes connect from the San Martin. Conqueror forced to, oh no! He then gets taken out by the Vermont, and oh, this is going terribly for throw. Throw do get their home cap back though, but they've lost B for it. With the committed Moskva. And those two ship losses have put a massive point advantage in favor of JC. Even if they... So JC are going to neutralize B now. Well, take B. Laria's taken a bit of farming from Sphere Minotaur Haragumo. Daring, sorry, not Haragumo. So he's been forced off. San Martin now pushing towards the Haragumo Minotaur now that the Conqueror has disappeared. Marceau getting involved as well. Minotaur radar comes out. They're going to try and see what they can do against this San Martin. As you see, the Vermont is in support and also the Marceau's in support, and this is not a nice position for the Haragumo Minotaur to be in anymore. Both having to face bar one and the San Martin, who's going to be getting reset after reset, getting his funny button back. Basically allowing to perma-tank them. Caught deep within the radar though is the Yu Yang once again. Daring on him, Minotaur on him. Can they pick up this kill? 172 health, that should be a dead Yu Yang. If one of these shells lands, he goes down. If one of the shells lands, he goes down. If one of the shells goes... There we go, okay. Yu Yang goes down, back over at A, we see that the Haragumo is on super low HP, but not dead yet. San Martin also getting low though. San Martin focusing the Haragumo. Drive-by comes in. San Martin picks up the Minotaur kill, survives. The Haragumo goes down to the Vermont. Throw down to 5 ships. Sphere in the middle against Minotaur and Moskva with a Delny in support as well. That's not going to go very well for him. Montana not in position to support. Pops his smoke, but Minotaur's radar is still active for another 30 seconds, so that's not going to help him. Throw are contesting the opposing home cap and B. But I think even with one cap, they still don't win. Summers gets massively chunked as he's contesting, so he gets caught within the Minotaur's radar.
The enemy is about to win.
Someone goes down. Sphere, not going to be long after. $950 points GSC. Don't even get the trade back. They lose their Minotaur. And that's going to be the end of that. GSC picking up game number 3, taking us to game 4. So moving on to map number 4 in this best of 5 series. We want Faroe Islands. Still not entirely sure what happened with that Moskva there. They're all complaining about lag and disconnections. So I assume that's what happened with the Moskva. Yeah, the training rooms get a little bit unstable when you have 40 spectators. There's only 7 of us in right now, but... Take a look what's been happening in the other games. Uh, 2-2 YYUT versus Resin. 2-2 Oh Boy versus Moyai. 2-1 JC versus Throw. 2-0 CL versus QTDD. TSYMQ up 1-1 against Ortis. 2-0 of Aris versus Tivat. So still a lot of things can happen in this tournament. There we go, we got Faroe Islands switched over. Alright, let's throw out the map into a video for Faroe Islands.
Between the Norwegian Sea and the North Atlantic Ocean lies a subpolar collection of islands guarding the gates of Northern Europe. The seas surrounding this rugged volcanic land will erupt once again as two opposing fleets donate molten steel. Only one fleet can successfully tame this land. This is Faroe Islands. Faroe Islands is a 42 by 42 kilometer domination-style map with 4 cap points running from the northwest to southeast. The A cap is in the top left, B is in the center, C is in the bottom, and D is in the upper right. The A cap lies far from each team's spawn. Ships heading this direction will be forced to expose their full profile to potential enemies along the way. With nearby islands providing refuge to radar cruisers, destroyers must play cautiously. The B cap sits in the direct center, the remnants of an extinct volcano bordering the caldera. On all 4 sides are narrow waterways, in and out. Fleets must commit significant resources if they wish to take and hold this crucial territory. The C and D caps serve as home caps for each fleet. Though easy to take, the islands between them will serve to mask the advancement of friend and foe alike. Will teams opt to blitz their opponent by directly assaulting their home cap, or play it safe and fight for more? Map control. The 4 corners of Faroe Islands consist of landmasses which serve to funnel ships into various choke points. Battles on this map will resemble the molten forces that forged them, fiery and fierce. 18 ships, 2 teams, 1 victor. It's time to play Faroe Islands.
JC have declared themselves ready. Throw have declared themselves ready. Yadum is going to set the undistributed players, and we're going to drop ourselves into game number 4. Here we are, game number 4. Throw EU's number 8 seed in green in Northern Spawn in this round of 16 game. Going to be running Wisconsin, Willem de Erst, Moskva, Minotaur, Svea, Grozovoy, Marceau, Ragnar. Meanwhile, in red, representing Asia as their number 3 seed on their last chance to survive, once again, JC going to be running Sibir, Lauria, Moskva, Minotaur, Marseille, Gearing, Summers, Smaland. Let's go look at the builds. Starting out, green team as always, we have the Ragnar going to be running AFT Superintendent. We have Grozovoy running RPF Superintendent. We have the Marceau AFT RPF. We have the Ragnar here as well, Fearless Superintendent. We have a Svea from Melvin, outnumbered Superintendent. We got Moskva, Top grade gunner and the legendary module. We got the Willem de Eerst with the airstrikes in slot 4. We have Minotaur radar, RPF. Okay, Wisconsin. A real tanky looking build. Alright, flying over. Okay, cool. Red team, Summers, Shift and Silence, RPF, Smallland, Superintendent, RPF, Minotaur here, top grade gunner, Superintendent, Sibia, secondaries, and Brisk, Moskva, top grade gunner, leg mod, Minotaur, Superintendent, radar, gearing, leg mod, RPF, no superintendent, instead choosing to go for the torpedo, torpedo speed and floating chance, my apologies. Marseille, demolition expert, superintendent, and consumable duration? No, consumable reload. And then Lauria. Wait, what? Oh, sorry, I was looking at the Mars. I was wondering why Lauria had demolition expert for a second. And there's Lauria build as well, okay. Alright, let's go have a look at the initial deployments. Green team sending over to their home cap. We have, not the home cap, sorry, to the A cap more so for the early contest. Then we have Groz, Minotaur as a smoke radar combination. Ragnar going to go for hovering around the B region, going to park himself up here, eventually try and contest. Moscow mans the radar island, and Willem de Eerst hovers in support. Wisconsin's going to be hovering around here, Ragnar there, and Svea has a solo force over at D. Meanwhile, for the red team, Summers going for the early smoke layout to put down for his Minotaur. That's a smoke radar combination, which will be matching against the Groz Minotaur. Sibir going to be positioned around here, looking to deny this position and looking for any shots he can find over here. We have Moscow on the radar position, Small reversing into cap. And then we have the Lauria plus gearing Minotaur. There'll be a deep push. Home cap taken by JC. Summers pushing in to deny Minotaur with spotting. Although 3 seconds left on the clock, it looks like Throw are going to take this cap early. Summers not able to get deep enough to deny, not knowing where the Minotaur was. Ragnar contesting B, spots the opposing Smallland. They just open up on each other. Ragnar of Cyrex going to get involved too. There's a lot of damage down on that Smallland. He does have heals. Radar out from the Minotaur, spots the Summers heading into it. Throw burning the first radar of this. Getting a lot of damage down on that Summers. Return fire from their Minotaur though. Groz has already used his smoke. There will be a the return radar from the JC team soon. Summers down to half HP. Moscow radar comes out mid, respots that Smallland. Taking a long range salvo though. She sees Minotaur and Summers forced off, but that smoke will be there for a while, and the JC Minotaur does have a radar when he wants to dive back into that. Meanwhile, the farming has begun onto the JC Moscow. We have Willem on his bow, we have Ragnar on him, we have Moscow on him too. Smallland took an even bigger chunk, to be fair. Smallland basically forced out. Sphere currently being pushed by 4 ships, drops his first smoke. And honestly, he can't overstay this. Marseille and Lauria obliterate him. And they're going to lose that home cap almost certainly here. Ragnar's going to rotate over to defend, but... Ugh. You have the Wisconsin here too. Throw haven't claimed B yet. They didn't get a kill on the Small or the Moscow. The Moscow's not been farmed out. They are going to hold A for now, but they're losing this home cap almost certainly. It's just a question of when. Here comes the Ragnar. There is potential for a dive behind there. Going the opposing home cap, but it's risky. Alright, we see Minotaur radar comes out, spots the Ragnar. Gearing smoke him in. So Ragnar going to take a bit of damage here. Minotaur taking a bit of damage too. But not the end of the world for him at all. JC take A. B cap still being contested by throw though. Smalland Raider comes out looking for the Ragnar, doesn't find him. Pushes a little bit further in, he will spot him eventually. Ragnar Raider went up, spotted the gearing. Marceau chose to not open up on this. Lauria and Marseille both positioned kiting ready to defend. As we see, the backstab potential is already being thought about and denied. Throw with a recontest in A as they send their Minotaur and Grozavoy back in. Ragnar could have a Sibir issue soon. Smalland blind firing the last known position of the Ragnar is going to force him out of the cap. So he gets a nice salvo into the destroyer there. Throw still denying their home cap. But they are being ticked points on from both A and the home cap of JC. Chunks on the Minotaur in the background there. Alright, radar out from the Moskva of Friedrich the Grosser, who's advanced very dangerously once again. He's now giving flat broadside to Smalland. Marceau caught deep within a Moscow radar here. And he has a bit of a torpedo issue on the exit too. Throw pick up the Summers kill. Somehow. I guess he sailed into Ragnar. Oh, but Summers was over there. Yeah, Summers was over there. He got caught by Minotaur Raider, I guess. Wisconsin dodges those torpedoes. Oh, no, he takes one on the bow. Okay, so Throw getting a kill on the Summers. That's going to allow them to recontest A. And they have successfully held their home cap. Radar out from Sphere. Going to be spotting the gearing. Sphere does have a smoke ready. Ragnar going to be getting on that gearing too. Salvo's in from the Laria. Minotaur radar follows up on the Sphere. Keep him lit. Sibir has advanced into B. He's going to be contesting that. As we see, the Grozavoy Minotaur have picked up the opposing Minotaur in the spotting. Potential for a Grozavoy turnaround YOLO this Sibir exists. But right now they're just going to chase that Minotaur in the corner. Throw still denying their home cap. Now up 2 caps to 1 as they retake A. With a 70-point lead. Sibir is still... What the earth is happening with this Sibir and Willem de Erst? Minotaur goes down in the corner there. They do actually pick him up. Will him to Earth Salvo, actually. So now the wraparound can commence. As once again, JC are contesting the throw home cap. Sphere versus Minotaur. Got a Ragnar in support, should he want to open up, but he's looking to deny this gearing. As you see, the radar is just in range now, so he should be able to get these resets and deny once again. Minotaur immediately switches focus. Gearing forced out. Ragnar going to sit and suffer at the hands of the Minotaur. But it looks like JC... Oh no, JC got reset once again. JC are almost ready to take B. Smiling taking that cap. And they're now still advancing on the Delta cap. So JC neutralized the points for now, and they will be taking a 1 cap advantage, 2 cap advantage relatively soon. Through it all wrapping around, but it's taking a while. Sphere and Ragnar trying to farm out this Laria, but you got Minotaur in support still. Marcia has backed off entirely and he's going to support this flank. Moskva radar comes out, spots the Willem, spots the Moskva.
The enemy is about to win.
Siva is being slowly farmed down there, has run out of healing. Should be going down eventually. Wisconsin's on him, Ragnar's on him, Marceau's on him, Willem's on him, Minotaur's on him from the background. He should be dying. That's going to give through a stay of execution for now. Seeing that, Kath goes down in his Willem, so maybe not. But Siva does go down. Right, now throw. Need to commit hard into B. And make something happen here. You have Wisconsin and Moscow can both sitting there. Sphere and Ragnar need to see if they get a turnaround to recontest D. Moscow Raider comes out. Spots Smarland, who's low. Minotaur's going to get on this as well. Marceau and Ragnar not in a position to support just yet, but they should be able to wrap around soon enough. Marseille getting involved in the Wisconsin 2. Smarland just taking a little bit of ship damage is nothing really... Not the end of the world. But yes, this is all going to be a question of how quickly can throw a kill out this Moskva and take B. Or can they wrap around back and do something about this? They need to get their Moskva in that cap though. The faster the better. Okay, Moskva's in the cap. It's now being contested. Marceau taking huge amounts of damage though, as the Minotaur, Gearing, etc. all got onto him. As they try to kill out, they try to rush down the Moskva. Moskva pops his radar, expecting to die soon. Marceau goes down. Bad news to throw. Sphere radar picks up the Gearing, but only on the very edge of it. Not enough to get too much damage down. This Moskva is still alive. Throw need this Moss for kill, and they need it now. We also have the Grozavoy looking for the potential to backstab this Marseille. Okay, Moskva goes down. That pushes the time back to 2 minutes 35. Minotaur Raider comes out. Spots Ragnar. Doesn't spot Sphere. Minotaur is being heavily focused by this Sphere Ragnar though. It goes down. Sphere picks him up. Let's put Throw in the lead. 2 caps to 2. Throw currently with 1 minute on the clock until a victory and advancement to the quarterfinals. Larry, a blind flight was Sphere Smoke, not finding him. Another salvo. Raider out from the Sphere, finds the gearing. Larry, a salvo towards the Sphere, not connecting. Gearing goes down and Throw will advance to the quarterfinals.